So what we're talking about today is is a case study. It's ongoing, influencer marketing, but leveraged at a small city and town level. I'd like to turn the concept itself upside down. We have social platforms that already connect so many people to so many others. The sweet spot for influencers has always been celebrities and fans. Can you leverage friends and individual, aggregate them collectively, go to smaller towns and cities and build brand preference? That's the way we've looked at influencer marketing. Kona Kona Kotak is the example. A huge campaign merger happened. Opportunity for the brand to be seen in smaller towns. Banking is very localized, individual. How do you leverage this on digital and social? That's really the starting point. So taking the campaign to the smallest city, leverage conversations, build awareness. Influencers play a major role in kick-starting this initiative. Each one at a personal level knows so much about the place that they come from that when you put a conversation starter that connects with them, and the message can effectively snowball into being a much, much larger and a longer lived program than just leverage it for a short time span. What happened was, how can we then use it to leverage, to identify local people, stories, and truly take the Kona Kona Kotak message to people who come from these smaller towns and give them a voice on social and digital platforms. That's really the power of this campaign. What it ended up was helping build trust and preference where the brand was not seen or heard before. The aggregation point was a microsite, a responsive microsite where multiple branches are being shown, and you could actually it's a live campaign, it's less than a month old. You can type in your city, and there's people from various places, influencers, small, big, individuals, that come in and upload a picture, or a memory, or a favorite food, or a joint, or places they've been to in that particular place, and then you can share it to a larger group of people. So approximately, there's about 1,500 towns and cities from India that's curated in this entire list that people can start filling up content for. Some simple examples, Margao, for example, people have uploaded their pictures. And it's very strange because user-generated campaigns are very, very difficult to pull off. But when you put in something, when you leverage an insight that's a larger brand idea, appropriate it to a medium, and make influencers connect with it at a platform level, the output is very different. We saw tremendous response from big and small people, fans and celebrities alike. Some paid, some earned. And the true Margao is a classic example. People talk about the little restaurants, their memories, wherever they are today, they could associate with it. Bigger celebrities, Neha Dupia sent us a picture of her in front of the Golden Temple, which is difficult to find, but when you put in a memory and talk to them about, hey, what do you think of a certain city that you come from, they're being very responsive about it. Garnered a lot of traction. People talked about it a lot, Ahmednagar, quick weekend getaway, which one is yours, conversations. We just talk about tell us what makes your city special. Atul Kasbekar also tweeted about his family temple and sent us a picture of his temple in Margao, which who'd know about it, it's not something that we'd come by otherwise. Just a simple curation of what all happened in this space. The thought process was, how do you leverage all of these people and snowball multiple connections? How do you get visibility in smaller towns and places and reach and participation? Usually brands give weight and preference to multiple larger cities. It took the exact other approach. And I already talked about the microsite that held the campaign together. We worked with internal and external partners. The idea was so simple that everyone technically had a memory to share and had a thought to share, a picture to share. So each person could mobilize multiple more friends because of the storytelling. What worked well here, and metrics is something I can share with each of you in person. But I still believe that what really worked was, how do you mobilize multiple people at individual levels, and not everyone is really famous to get something of this sort going. Trended was in conversation circles for a long time, continues to be in conversation in multiple forums. Gave people in small towns and present on social media importance. The metrics here truly was how much of earned media can paid media generate, and especially when it comes from larger celebrities. What is that earned media which paid can generate is something we are trying to track. There isn't really any body that can benchmark this yet, but ideally if we can get together and put some solution like this out, that's a metric that I'd love to hold on for influencer marketing, because it's not really reach. It's about how, it's all about earned media, and that's really where influence marketing plays a big role, and that needs to be measured. The other point that I'd like to make is it's always seen in the short term. I mean, they tweet about it or they post about it or bloggers write about it and then it's forgotten. Can you leverage that to build a scalable campaign in the longer term? And that's really where the asset comes into play. A www.konakonakotak.com today gives you the scale of having brought every person who's actively participated in this campaign to then stay with you and help take to the next level. That's truly how you can take an influencer marketing strategy, starting from getting the people to set the ball rolling and hold it on to build something bigger and better for the future. Thanks.